dream and making it more visible. Condense that dream down on a note card. Carry that note card, again, as if it's already happened, using those words, I am, I have, I've achieved, on that note card, and carry it with you everywhere. Mine is so tattered.
It is, folks. It is.
I did it in pencil, so it's hard to read sometimes. But take it out and look at it every single day. Read it every single day. I just cannot, I can't even explain what it does to you when you do that.
On the wall in front of your desk, you've got the sticky notes with all those statements on them.
I have a lot of note cards in front of me with all those just little bullets of things that I have accomplished in my dream. And that I'd say a good 35% of those items took place before the midway of the year. And others are coming to, I'm manifesting them. It's just, and I hear others that share the same thing, and that's encouraging and exciting as well. And you mentioned, put it on, and I know when I walk into your office, I see that big sign of what you earn every month.
Yes, you can say it. My goal that's up in front of me is to bring in, not profits, but to bring in gross revenue of $12,000 a month in our business.
And he doesn't have it up there, just I will, or I wish, I earn $12,000 or more a month.
Each and every month. Not just a month. And because the universe could say, a month, that's 1 month. Well, anybody can have an anomaly and do great for 1 month, but each and every month is what it's there for.
And don't get discouraged if that doesn't happen on that first month, second month, third month. Keep it there. If that's what you desire, have that in front of you on a daily basis, and take those Post-it notes. I get sometimes that when we have company over, I sometimes feel like I have to go to the bathroom and take them off my mirror so they don't see them. But the Post-it notes that are pinned on the bathroom mirror, on the refrigerator door, the car steering wheel when we're traveling, because we listened to a lot when we were gone, a week ago to your daughter's wedding and traveling for a lot of hours. We have them in our car on our dashboard in front of us as we are listening to positive CDs. We actually were listening to The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. We were listening to Joel Osteen's Become a Better You. These are the things that we consistently listen to every single day. If you're feeling rotten, and we all have rotten days, ask Richard. I have some crap shoot days sometimes where I just want to pull the cover over my head and say, I don't want today to be here. But what gets me out of bed is knowing that I can go and look at my dream. I can plug in a CD, do my meditations, and say my prayers, and it all makes the day so much worthwhile. Well, it starts getting, it clears the thought.
Exactly. It reprograms your subconscious.
Oh, I love that, yes.
And now you're open to the events and happenings that are going to cross your path during the day. And since you now have your intentionality, you know what you want to do, you know what's going to happen, your subconscious will tell you, okay, put a check mark by that one. Nope, put a red X on that one. So you start moving in the direction that you want to move. And it's just so amazing to sit back over time and watch what's happened and watch all the things that come to you. When Cheri was talking about journaling, doesn't have to be a long statement, just a sentence. Well, what's happened in the last 24 hours? What's happened in the last week? How is that moving you forward?
And I will say journaling did not come easy to me. And I don't want to say I fought it. I just forgot about it.
Well, I think it's a learning curve for all of us.
It's a habit that you have to formulate. And I learned from a very special person that I've known for a number of years. She's one of the founding members of the Women's Prosperity Network, and that's Susan Weiner. She just a winner. I want to call her winner. I don't want to call her winner.
She's a winner either way.
She shared with us a process that she uses every single day. And in their offices, the people that come into their office that work with them, they all, one of their intentions they need to do every morning is to journal. If they haven't journaled when they come into work, they got to go sit down and journal. Writing something down, positive affirmations. And the more you do this, the more it becomes habit. And one of the reasons I guess I fought journaling at first is I really didn't know how to journal. I didn't know what to write down. And I found myself writing down negative stuff, the things that was troubling me. And then I thought, this isn't fun. In fact, I remember, and I have my older son, he's a book nut like I am. He loves to go to the bookstore, and we buy books all the time. And he bought me a journal, and on the front side of the journal, it was a flip side journal, good days, and on the back side it was bad days.
Oh, that is cool.
So that you could actually put the negative, if there's something that you just need to put down just to get it out of your head and clear it, put it on the back side. I don't know if I've ever showed it to you. I've put it away because I used another journal. I still have that. But on the good days, then that's when you just start. And I found myself all of a sudden only writing in the good side of the book. So when you're journaling, I found that really what works best for me is to really write positive affirmations. Now, you have to be careful with affirmations because, you can write down, I am happy, I am pretty, I am successful. But if you don't believe those type of affirmations, again, you have to really take the items that you've put in your dream and start taking those items and really start putting on paper. One of the things I do is I'll put stuff down like, I am so grateful. I started putting grateful affirmations down. I am so grateful for my family. I am so grateful that we were able to visit with our grandchildren and attend our daughter's wedding. Those are things that are feel-good things. So you're starting to write differently as you start journaling more. And again, it is a habit. And I highly encourage that. It's starting that day intentionally. Sometimes that's difficult to do. But when you get up in the morning and you have a routine, and again, learn this from a great team, the WPN sisters, Nancy Matthews, Trish Carr, and Susan Winter have taught us this. You have to start each day intentionally. And it's something I've implemented and make sure that I take that time I do my scripture, I meditate, I write in my journal. If not in the morning, sometime throughout the day, I'll listen to The Science of Getting Rich or a positive CD, something that's going to lift my spirits and really help me to see that dream even more visibly.
No, that was extremely well said and laid out. But what you're doing in the middle of that whole thing is you're creating a mindset. I go back to that again. You're creating that mindset where you're programming your mind that, well, this is normal. This is the new normal. This is what I'm supposed to do. Instead of go to the refrigerator, let's get something to eat, something to drink, and sit on the couch. No. Now we both watch TV, but not 75% less than we did 2 years ago.
I still try to decide why we have TV now that The Voice is over.
College football.
It's over. Sundance hit. Sundance won. Yay. So I'm trying to decide why. No, we don't need TV anymore. So, but you're right. We don't watch it like we used to. We tape a few things. There's so much more fun stuff to do. And in the evening, we do find ourselves talking a lot more, putting in some CDs, and really just focusing on how we can definitely enhance ourselves and accomplish the dreams that we are seeing and believing. And one of the items, we're talking about taking our dream, we have it written down as if it is so. We have the note cards all over. We have it on our, note, post-it notes, etc. We're seeing it in front of us in Word. We're also carrying it around, journaling about it. But what is the one thing that we can really make it as a visual? What is the one thing that we're going to be working on here this next week?
Well, one of the things that I love to do, and I know you do the same thing, we create what's known commonly as a vision board. And on that vision board, the hard part is it's all about images. And the hard part is you may have to go out and buy a lot of magazines from the drugstore.
Computer has
store.
a lot of them. We print out and cut them
Computer
too.
has some of the problems with the one on the computer, though. By the time you blow them up to a good size, they pixelate really bad. But go out and create a vision board. That vision board goes right in front of you. Go out and get a full-size poster board. Color doesn't matter. What matters is that you have a good jar of rubber paste, that brush-on paste on that, and that you don't nick yourself too bad when you're cutting pictures out of magazines and newspapers and those others in order to really get you moving and get you motivated and get you excited.
And I love doing our vision boards. The first time we did it, we kind of did it apart.
Yeah.
And then we came together and we showed it. And the next year we decided, let's do it together. And we make a day of it. And that's kind of what we've been doing. And I'm looking forward to working on that here right around the holiday time. That's, to me, what I look forward to doing. And I know there's a lot of groups out there. If you have some organizations in your community, there's a lot of groups that are out there together, coming together and, and doing vision boards together. But it is taking that dream and putting it into pictures. And you made a statement, I don't know if our listeners heard it or not, putting it in front of you where you see it on a daily basis. Because you have to be looking at that vision board every single day. And it is amazing. A very good friend, Laura Newman, down in the Fort Lauderdale area, we were at an event. And I had not really begun speaking yet. And it was at a Bob Berg event. And she actually told me to get up on that stage, and she took a picture of me on stage holding the microphone. In fact, she even told Bob, you can't go on stage yet until Cheri gets her picture up there. It was like I had to get
and
that
Bob's
picture.
so gracious. We've had him on the show. He is amazing.
But I took that picture and I replaced the picture I had cut out of a magazine of somebody a woman standing on a stage, and I put me on that stage. And that year was the day that I took that jump and joined the John Maxwell team, became certified as a founding member of the John Maxwell team, started speaking on stage. Actually, I think that was the year we got our first paid speaking gig. I mean, everything just started happening because
it was falling in place.
It was, oh my gosh, goosies again, because I started seeing it. So again, have fun and make it do it with your children. And we did, in fact,
great idea.
Our youngest son, we had him put together his vision board of him playing baseball, where he saw himself playing baseball. And again, things started happening for him as well. You never know. If you aren't willing to at least try, you have to ask yourself again, a year from now, are you going to wish that you had started today? Today is today. Tomorrow is yesterday. Forget about it. But in a year from now, where do you see yourself, and how do you see yourself getting there? Jim Rohn says, if you're not willing to risk the usual, you'll have to settle for the ordinary.
Ooh.
That hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Does that hurt?
That hurts. I've always lived my life not wanting to be ordinary. I've always lived my life a little bit over the top and doing those type of